The United States has resumed shipping some weapons to Ukraine for its war with Russia. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth had ordered a pause last week, apparently without the knowledge of the White House. Donald Trump has long insisted the war would not have started if he were president at the time. And today we learned of a warning he allegedly gave to President Putin. Weijia Jiang is at the White House.
Parts of Ukraine were on fire overnight after Russia launched its largest drone attack since the war unfolded more than 3 years ago. Just hours earlier, President Trump directly called out Vladimir Putin for stalled peace talks.
We get a lot of bull thrown at us by Putin, for you want to know the truth. He's very nice all the time, but it turns out to be meaningless.
Today, the president repeated his claim that Russia would not have invaded Ukraine during a Trump administration.
It's a shame that we have to spend so much money on a war that would have never happened if I were president.
Trump has not publicly explained why he is so confident about that. But privately, he revealed to donors during a 2024 fundraiser a warning he says he once delivered to Putin, according to an audio recording obtained by 3 journalists who just published a book about the election.
To Putin, I said, if you go in to Ukraine, we're going to bomb the out of Moscow. I'm telling you, I have no choice. So he goes like, I don't believe you. He said, no way, and I said, way. And then he goes like, I don't believe you, but the truth is he believed me 10%.
The Kremlin spokesperson said there were no conversations between the two leaders at the time before Trump won the election. The president has pledged to send more military support to Ukraine after the U.S. halted shipments last week, which have since resumed. Trump says he does not know who ordered the pause.
Well, I haven't thought about it because we're looking at Ukraine right now and munitions, but I have not gone into it.
Weijia, changing the policy is a big deal. How could the president not know about that?
Well, Maurice, a White House official tells CBS News that pause in shipments was part of a broader review that the Pentagon was conducting at the direction of President Trump. And while he said he does not know who ordered the halt, it's unclear if he knew it was happening. But just days later, he stressed that the U.S. would be sending more weapons to Ukraine. In fact, tonight, a U.S. official confirms that some munitions have already resumed flowing there.
And Weijia, on the Middle East, the president's talking about a deal, a ceasefire deal on Gaza at some point soon. What do we know about that?
Well, Israeli and Qatari officials tell CBS News that there are 3 main sticking points during these ongoing talks about a 60-day ceasefire and hostage deal. And the biggest one is where Israeli military forces would withdraw to during that time frame. Negotiators are also talking about both sides laying down weapons and how to get more aid into Gaza.